to you, April, May, it's Dubois, or April, May, it's Usyk, you say immediately yes?
Of course.
No
I would be silly not to take that, because I would end up in a better position taking that fight than
young Moses and Daniel. What a great British fight that will be.
You have to rate Daniel. Obviously, he's a very, very, very good fighter. Obviously, to his career that he's had so far. But I feel like when me and him meet, it's going to be a different story. It's just a matter.
Moses Ituma fires back. At Stan Dubois, I can easily KO Deo. Moses Ituma isn't just talking. He's sending a warning. Fearless, laser-focused, and built for war. Moses is ready for whoever steps up, whether it's D-Boy or even Usyk. But first, he's locked in on Daniel Dubois.
Take that, because I would end up in a better position taking that fight than if I didn't take that fight. If I win, I'm a world champion, I'll smash the records, I'm a millionaire, superstar, XYZ, yeah? And if I didn't take that fight, then I've still gone and tried.
And Stan better pay attention, because Moses isn't just chasing belts, he's chasing reputations. He's not rushing into a Usyk fight. He's using Dubois as the proving ground. A tough, gritty test that he welcomed.
Fights to kind of get me into that later round, because I feel like with Usyk, I feel like I've got a better skill set than him, but I feel like towards the later rounds, he'll just outdo me, because I've never been in that.
Moses wants the war, the rounds, the fire, and who better than Dubois to deliver that challenge? He's not looking for an easy climb. He's building toward greatness, and Daniel is just step one on that path. When Adam Smith tried to mention Dubois in the same breath as Usyk, it was pure nonsense. And Moses should take that as nothing but disrespect. Dubois isn't elite. He's been exposed, and now he's ripe for him.
Ready? I think he could beat most heavyweights in the world, with the exception possibly of Usyk and maybe Dubois, possibly AJ. Of the top 3 or 4, he's not ready.
Embarrassment. Moses isn't here to wait his turn. He's here to shut the doubters up, starting with Stan's brother. What makes Moses truly dangerous isn't just the knockout power. It's his freakish control of distance, his impeccable timing, and footwork that leaves most heavyweights frozen between.
Moses, is his feet and his distance and his range is so good, and he's so quick that if you commit to the punches, you're going to get countered. And if you don't, you're going to get backed up and taken out. So it's a real puzzle. There's not many heavyweights that are southpaws. Obviously, Alexander Usyk is, but he's moved up into that.
Survival and attack. And Dubois, he falters the moment he's not in control. That hesitation is all Moses needs. He'll walk him down and tear him apart the second he pauses. Even when some questioned his size, a heavyweight legend silenced the critics. Tony Bellew said it best. Size means nothing when you've got the mind and the menace of Moses Ituma. Dubois might be the bigger man.
That I worry about with Moses is the size. But ultimately, as we've seen now, size becomes irrelevant, because look what Alexander Usyk's done. This guy's gone out and beaten everyone, including me. He's exceptional. So I don't think Moses is going to be as technically as good as Alexander Usyk, but he's the next in line. I think he's the future of the heavyweight division. I think he's outstanding.
But he's slower, stiffer, and predictable. Moses is the future, and the talk about size is just noise to cover Dubois from the storm that's coming. Peter Fury said what real boxing fans already know. Moses isn't hype. He's the real deal. Speed, power, composure, grit. He's the full package. People call him untested. But let's not forget the reason for that. No one's lasted long enough in the ring to test him. He's cutting through contenders like a wrecking ball. Dubois, with his fragile history and suspect stamina, is next. And when it's done, Stan better have his brother's excuses ready. Because Moses isn't coming to test. He's coming to take over. Tony Bellew says it plain. Usyk's the king. But Moses Ituma isn't here for a payday. Tony Bellew laid it out clearly. Usyk sits on the throne, and most heavyweights are just lining up for a
talent. He's got speed, he's got power, he's tough, he's game. He ticks all the boxes so far. So let's see. Again, he's young. You know, he's not really been tested because what he's doing to these opponents. So let's see, it's early days, but big
payday. But Moses Ituma isn't one of them. He's not chasing fame or fortune. He's chasing legacy. While guys like Daniel Dubois see Usyk as a retirement plan, Moses sees him as a rival to conquer. That mindset shift is everything. Dubois folded under pressure when he faced Usyk, froze when the moment demanded fire. Now his brother Stan is barking at Moses, as if we've all forgotten how that chapter ended. But Moses Ituma is built different. He respects the crown, but he doesn't fear it. Stan shouldn't be wondering how Moses compares to Usyk. He should be asking how Daniel plans to survive what Moses is about to bring. Because this isn't about clout or contracts. Moses wants names, scalps.
They're begging now for the payday because they know who the king is.
That's right.
And these guys need him. He doesn't need them. Alexander Usyk can choose to fight whoever he wants. He is now the draw in the heavyweight division. He is.
Respect. And Dubois is right at the top of that list. If Team Dubois thinks Moses is just another hungry prospect, they're in for a brutal reality check. Even Carl Frampton, trying to be diplomatic, couldn't back Dubois fully. Said he looked okay, but was disappointed in the ending. That's code for he quit. And let's be honest, this isn't the first time Daniels folded when it got hot. Improvement means nothing when your past is littered with meltdowns and missed moments. Moses doesn't just want this fight, he's hunting it. Dubois might be more dangerous than before, but Moses is something else entirely. Focused, explosive, mentally unshakable. He doesn't just want to win, he wants to break Daniel, to prove that no.
Certainly a much more dangerous fighter than he was. So he does have a chance to win the fight, but in saying that, I've backed against Usyk a couple of times, and specifically the few.
No matter how far he's come, he's still not ready for the real smoke. Frampton called Tyson Fury a genius. Maybe, but if he ever watches Moses, trains with him, listens to him, he'll realize the smartest move is backing Itauma now, before the rest of the world catches on. Mark Tibbs is selling hope for Team Dubois, but saying Daniel can win is more wishful than wise. Dubois is big and natural, but so was every man Moses dismantled. The truth about Dubois versus Itauma: size won't save you. The myth of size has flattened. Mark Tibbs keeps clinging to Dubois' frame like it's some kind of superpower, but that's outdated thinking. Moses Ituma isn't fazed by muscles. He's got timing, ring IQ, slick footwork, and that southpaw awkwardness that even veteran heavyweights can't solve. This isn't about whether Dubois can win. It's about whether he can survive being walked.
I feel he knows, and he's grown in confidence since that. I mean, he's in a great place, Dubois, and he can win that fight. He's a big, natural heavy.
Down by someone with zero fear and every weapon to dominate. Moses doesn't care about weight. He cares about impact, and he brings it every second of every round. If Tibbs thinks being in a good place is enough to survive the most dangerous young heavyweight in Britain, he's in for a brutal wake-up call. Moses Ituma is coming to test Dubois' soul, and no new camp, no sideline motivation, not even Stan in the corner, can shield him from that storm. Frank Warren might be trying to cushion the narrative, but the pattern is clear. When the heat rises, Dubois vanishes. He's 27, veteran age in boxing. If you're still learning, you're behind. Now compare that to Moses. Still a teen, yet thinking, speaking, and fighting like a world champion in waiting. There's no hesitation in his eyes, just destiny. Moses Ituma versus Daniel Dubois. The fire, the fade, and the final statement. Frank Warren knows the game. Dubois has name value, but Frank's also seen what fans are now starting to admit, when it matters most.
Dressing room at the moment, and if he's going to come back, he's got to learn from it.
Daniel lacks the fire. He folded under Joe Joyce. He crumbled against Alexander Usyk. Now Moses Ituma is hunting the same names, but not to survive, to destroy. Frank may still believe in a Dubois comeback, but the real question is from where, and to what? Because once Moses gets through with him, there might be nothing left to come back to. Just more excuses echoing through another silent dressing room. Joseph Parker gave Dubois more credit than he earned. Saying he broke him down suggests some drawn-out chess match. It wasn't. Usyk dissected Dubois with ease. It wasn't patience. It was precision. The smarter fighter exposed the more basic one. Sure, Dubois had a moment, but moments don't make champions. Consistency does, and that's what Moses Ituma lives by. While Dubois searches for a single big shot, Moses builds game plans. He stalks.
He broke him down, right? He broke him down, he was patient. Then Dubois did, for me, looked better. Like landed some good shots in the beginning, it was going back and forth. And he got Usyk's attention, but he was patient. Feints, movement, footwork.
He dismantles. Clean, clinical, brutal. If Usyk's angles and footwork confuse Daniel, what's going to happen when Moses switches direction mid-combo and lands punches? Dubois doesn't even see coming. Parker was respectful. Moses won't be. He doesn't need feints or 12 rounds of data. He's not interested in points. He's coming straight for the neck. Because this isn't about surviving rounds, it's about making a legacy. And right now Dubois is standing in the way of that legacy. Let's talk about mindset. When Caroline Dubois called out her own brother after his loss, she didn't hold back. And why should she? She saw what we all did. Daniel didn't just lose, he gave up. That's not criticism, that's reality. And if his own sister sees the quit in him, imagine what a killer like Moses sees. This wasn't just a physical defeat, it was psychological. And broken confidence doesn't disappear overnight. Moses Ituma isn't coming.
No pretend, the man is supremely talented, but time and season is everything in the sport.
Just to beat Dubois, he's coming to expose him. That's the real danger here. Stan Dubois can talk all he wants, but inside the Dubois household, the respect is clearly fading, and Moses feeds off that. He smells weakness. He sees it in every Dubois interview, every carefully worded excuse. Caroline's words weren't just brutal, they were confirmation. Daniel Dubois isn't a warrior anymore, he's a name and a fading one. When Moses stands across from him, there will be no sympathy, no hesitation, no respect, just a young lion, locked in, ready to make a statement at Daniel's expense. Caroline called it first. Moses will finish it. Make no mistake, Moses Ituma isn't politely knocking on the door of heavyweight boxing's elite. He's kicking it clean off the hinges. This back and forth with Stan has only added fuel to a fire that was already blazing. Stan tried to play tough, but all he really did was paint a target on his brother's back. And now Moses is dialed in like never before. This isn't just a fight, it's a message